time. So hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything. Hello, fourth grade. Hello from the other side of town. I want to start off right away by saying the most important thing I'm going to tell you today is that you still are the best part of my day. And I think about you guys all the time, and I miss you. I'm checking in for my end of the week, Mr. Mikeworth's report, and I've got some news for you kiddos today. We're going to jump right into the news part of it, and then I've got a cool new little adventure I want to share with you at the very end here. Some ideas where we can stay in touch and you guys can still see me. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit. First off, let's give you an AR update. We have Alexa with 16 and 3/10 right now. Kaylee, 12 and 5/10. DeMarcus coming on with 3 and 3/10. And Jake with 3 points. Very good job. You four have grown in AR points this week, and I'm very proud to see that. Thank you so much for reading this week. I can tell you've been testing. Um, Many of you have still not tested. I will be sending out some text messages later this week encouraging your parents to help you get on board with that. I'd like to see those numbers improve by next week. In Prodigy, this is crazy. I'm going to start at the bottom on this one in Prodigy, and I'm going to work my way up to the most correct answers. Now, I have been giving Prodigy assignments and looking at those to see who's answering questions. So I'm hoping most of you can get on regularly enough to at least answer like 30 questions. That'd be amazing if you tried these 30 problems. Some of you are doing a lot more than that, and I will mention one person here at the end of this little report that is, first off, correct answers given. Now, this is not attempted problems, this is correct answers. We have Ethan, who put in a little time this week, and he got 9 correct. Then we have Jake, who got 22 problems correct, and I'm glad to see that. DeMarcus got 32 problems correct. Now this one, I'm sorry, the rest of you guys are not even close to this, remotely close to this. This kid is out of our galaxy on these points. This is ridiculous how many Prodigy questions he's answered correctly. Not even how many he's attempted, how many he's answered correctly. 299 correct answers given this week alone in Prodigy. And that goes to Cooper. Cooper, you are a Prodigy machine. You are a champion. Good job, buddy. That is amazing. We are all proud of you. Keep up the good, hard work. Your character on Prodigy must be decked out in awesome gear and looking beast. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Good for you. Um, I have added some bonus work on Think Central this week for math lessons 4.2 and 4.4. Not mandatory. You can do them if you want some extra practice. When you turn that work in on Monday's packet, when that comes back, that's for lessons 4.2 and 4.4. When I look at those, if I see that you've done the Think Central work, that'll definitely guarantee that you have done great on that assignment. Again, it's not mandatory, but if your parents want to give you some extra practice, it's there on Think Central. Once again, have them get a hold of me if you don't remember your passwords or your logins. I can help you guys with all of that. So please, please, please do that. I talked to you on Tuesday about how I wanted to start hearing from you, seeing some of your drawings again, hearing letters being written to me. I wanted your parents to send me photos of you out and about. And I shared some of that I'd gotten back from the previous week. Now, I want to give a shout out to Cooper's mom on this part right here. This is Bailey Carey's idea, and it's awesome. I can't take credit for it, but I am going to go ahead and do it. So we got the bad news that we're not coming back into the classroom this year to see each other and be in the same room again. And as far as the details go about how you're going to get your stuff out of your lockers and how you're going to get all your art supplies home and stuff, we're working on that. We already have a plan. That information is going out through remind texts for parents that are listening to this with their kids. I will make sure you have that information for sure. Next week, I will know more after Tuesday when I have my grade level meeting with my principal. And so that information is coming. But we got that news. And so we know we're not all going to be together in the classroom again for this year. And that kind of broke my heart, of course, because we missed out on some field trips. We missed out on some fun stuff that I like to do at the end of the year, and it's just not a good deal. But it's one of those things where we can't control it. And I've been seeing a lot of memes around that talk about things that we can control and things that we can't control. And we can't control this virus. We can't control what the governor is going to allow us to do and not to do. We can't control who's getting sick and who isn't getting sick and things like that. But we can control our attitude and we can control our optimism. And that's one thing that my students, those of you that are listening, you guys remember that. That's circle of control, right? That's something we can choose. We can't choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we react to it. And that goes right back to the very first habit of being proactive. You are in charge of you. And so I came up with this idea about how to use this, where with Bailey Carey's help, she sent this to me, and I had to do it. It's too good of an idea. So I sent home those crazy collaring pages last week, which I did see one from a student. And on Tuesday's update, I'm going to share them once I get more of them back, hopefully, over the weekend from you guys. Monday's packets come in. This week, I'm sending home a different type of collaring project. So I believe that adventures can happen anywhere. They can happen at your cousin's house. They can happen in your grocery store. They can happen in your bedroom. They can happen by the creek in your backyard. Adventures are everywhere. You just have to know how to look for them and have an imagination powerful enough to let you go on an adventure. And I know some of you will be taking trips with your family this summer, and maybe you're already planning them now since we can still travel around. Um, I thought it would be really, really cool since we didn't get to say goodbye face to face if you took me on some of those adventures. Now, don't worry, mom and dad, you don't have to get an extra hotel room and put me up every night or room and board food. I am sending a version of myself that is very compact and doesn't eat a whole lot. This is the mini Mr. Mikeworth. And you can see that he's kind of flat and he's super skinny. I still have a fat head, just like I do in real life, but that's for fun. What is going to happen is in this week's packet, and I have a digital version of it, you will be getting this version of me right here to color and cut out. And you can attach it to a ruler or a pencil or a tongue depressor, whatever you have at home to make him stand up after you color and decorate him and cut him out. And it's like a little puppet, Mr. Mikeworth. And then you can take me on the adventures that you're going on these next few weeks, whether it's just playing in your backyard, whether it's playing with your big brother or big sister, or you're going on a trip with your family. It doesn't matter. You can take me anywhere you want to go. And the cool thing about that is then have your parents take a photograph of it and show me. And I will put that in these videos again so everyone else can see. I want to go to some really interesting places, guys. I'm just like you. Get a little tired of doing the same stuff every day. We go for walks everywhere. We just drive around and look at things. We're following the social distancing rules, but we're looking for a little variety. So I think this is a great way to brighten my day up and give me some more interesting things to do and to look at. Please, please, please take me with you on these mini adventures. I would love to see them. Send them back to me, parents. I want to see this stuff very, very badly so I can share them with the rest of the class. There's another thing that's trending right now on the internet that's interesting, and I've started doing some research on it. It's really popular because, graduations got canceled around the country. There's no eighth grade graduation. There's high school graduation's been put off to the summertime. And so there's a lot of people really sad about that. A lot of seniors have worked really hard. And to honor those seniors that are not getting to graduate on time like they wanted to go through the ceremony, that a lot of adults have started posting their senior photos as a way of supporting them. I don't have any at my house personally here right now yet. I've started looking into getting some here. My mom has all that. If we would have had the end of the year cookies and milk with my mom and dad like I had planned, they usually bring a big book, and you can see my senior picture in that book. I will have to have a way where my mom can snap a photo of it, send me a text, or she'll mail it to me or something so that I can share that with you guys. But I think it would be cool, an interesting conversation for you to have with your parents. Talk to parents. And parents, if you're embarrassed, that's too bad. I would like your kiddos to see that you graduated too and that you had some high school photos. So if you have seen your photos taken, or if you just have photos from when you were a kid, this would be a great way to spend the evening with your child, is showing them some old photos from when you were in school, especially those senior photos. They just did have a great conversation and reminisce with your kid and let them know that, hey, I went through this stuff too. I went through high school, had the senior photos, all that stuff, had memories, played sports, etc. Whatever you were into in high school. That'd be a really, really good family conversation. That I know I always loved listening to my parents share stories when they were kids. And I think that'd be a really, really cool idea for you guys. And I'd like to hear about that too if you guys want to share. Anyway, that's all I've got for you on this weekend report from Mr. Mikeworth. I hope you're doing well, that you're being safe, and I miss you guys terribly. And I said it once, but I sure can't say it enough times. You are the best part of my day. And I look forward to when this is all lifted and it's over and we can all be together again. But in the meantime, know that you live in my hearts, and I love you guys, and I'll be thinking of you. Thank you. Have a good Saturday, even though it's raining. And don't let that rain get you down. Don't let that rain get you down. It can't rain all the time. That sun's going to come back out and good times are going to follow. You guys take care.